As with all things in life, there are bound to be differing viewpoints when it comes to the origins of the boutique premium hatchback niche. In my opinion, a good place to start would be the year 2000, with the return of the reinvented Volkswagen Beetle. And if you forgot, the brand followed up with a new Beetle a bit later, before the nameplate was, of course, laid to rest. The BMW Group, with its revival of the Mini brand, saw great success, spawning an even bigger family beyond the regular two-door mainstay. Whether the current crop of products lives up to the miniature title is up for debate, of course. Then there was Audi with its 2007 Metro project concept, which became the A1 in production form, launching to the world in 2010. And how time flies, because here we are 9 years later to sample Generation 2. Right from the get-go, you can tell that it is an all-new model. These days, we cannot really accuse Audi of being overly conservative when it comes to its product evolutions. This is not merely a 2010 model after a wash and polish. It is marginally bigger than the outgoing car, being 54mm longer and with a 94mm increase in wheelbase. Certainly a whole lot sharper in appearance, with a far edgier slant and a more aggressive aura overall. And oh look, it grew a young moustache. Also, bye-bye three-door variant, you can only have the A1 in Sportback, guys, now. Now let us talk about derivatives. And pay attention, because this obviously involves a citation of the confusing AF new engine designation convention adopted by Audi. But the first thing to note is that all are paired with S-tronic dual clutch automatics, no rowing your own. The entry-level version is powered by a 1-litre 3-cylinder turbocharged unit. In 30 TFSI, guys, you get 85 kilowatts and 200 Newton meters. Moving on to the new 1.5-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged power plant, denoted by the 35 TSI suffix. This delivers 110 kilowatts and 250 Newton meters. Chances are you have already driven the new A1, because it is fastened onto the modular architecture template that is in widespread use across the Volkswagen Group product portfolio. The virtues of MQB underpinned vehicles are well documented, and there is undoubtedly a tangible measure of consistency in this regard. Indeed, the latest A1 treks with more confidence than one would expect from something so dainty. It dispatches directional changes sure-footedly. No chances of tipping over in an abrupt emergency lane change here. And it stops on a 5-cent coin. If you recall, the interior of its predecessor abounded with circles. Not so the case here, where there is a decidedly square-edged approach to the design of things. The customary multimedia infotainment (MMI) screen is driver-centric in its position. This is the latest, guys, of the setup, as featured in the flagship Q8 and recently the Q3, which my colleague Marius Roberts tested in George. We can award it top marks for its intuitive nature and ease of operation. And buyers may also specify the virtual cockpit system, adding that extra layer of digitization befitting the sensibilities of the connected era we live in. As for quality, well, feel free to copy and paste most of our sentiments from assessments of virtually all products wearing the interlinked rings emblem. This is screwed together quite sturdily. However, one was disappointed to find coarse and scratchy plastics on the door panels that hint to its kinship with the Volkswagen Polo. the first generation A1 launched in South Africa in 2011, the basic 1.2 TFSI manual cost 219,000 Rand, and the most expensive 1.4 TFSI S-Tronic went for 270,500 Rand. Inflation is truly frightening. The new Audi A1 ranges between 359,900 Rand and 488,000 Rand. But that ballpark is about right for this category. Compact luxury cars are just that after all, luxury cars. So you expect the required outlay to be commensurately steep.